Welcome to another episode of
Ride
I
can
Can
top
Top
my
My
knee.
Knee. I think we finally got the hang of it.
I'm Jonathan.
And I'm Kevin, and we are a BL podcast, Boys Love podcast. Jonathan. So, want to play a game?
Ew, not that evil laugh.
I had to say it like that. Like, I had to. I have a game for you later today, so I think you're going to have a good time with that. I thought it would be nice to do a little something different today, so let's
All
see how
right.
this goes.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
But yeah, you ready? I hope my game is not too bad. Anywho, let's see who's playing games with word on the tweet.
Okay. Let's see what happened this week. Well, we talked about this before. I was so surprised. Jam Film announced during their fan con recently that they are separating as a ship. They're bidding farewell. They're gonna focus on Solo's activities. I mean,
I'm sad.
it was a short
And you're
run.
sniffling, so you must be really sad.
I know. I mean, I still have yet to see To Sir with Love. I saw Laws of Attraction, and I loved that.
Yes,
I love film.
I love that.
His acting is amazing in that. But
I will say To Sir with Love is definitely I feel it was a BL made for people who are Gen X or boomers who are kind of iffy about queer relationships because the whole show nods to when the Japanese were in Thailand.
oh,
So it's like 1930s, 1940s Thailand. So it's a very different time when it was common for men to have more than one wife, especially if they were wealthy at the time. So there's a lot of drama, and most of the drama is really centered around the two wives of the patriarch of the family. But
It-
one of the wives, the first wife, her son is secretly gay, and she's the only one who knows it and literally tries to beat it out of him.
oh God.
And the whole premise is the first wife trying to hide this fact because he's supposed to be the one to take over leading the family.
He's the next
So
heir to the.
Yes, he's the next heir to the company and all of that. And there's some other drama with that too. So if anyone's looking for, it's a great show to watch because I love some housewives fighting. Okay,
And you love a period piece.
And I love a period piece, so it's great. And I think though, if you're expecting anything salacious, you're not really going to see that because I think the audience is mainly Gen X and boomers who might be more conservative.
Are you calling yourself a boomer? Are you calling yourself a boomer?
Hey, listen, sometimes considering the taste of music I listen to,
oh God.
I think I tend to lean more Gen X anyway, even though I'm more of an older millennial.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel as if that's the audience is for, but I will watch anything where you have housewives fighting. Anything.
Well, it's kind of like the same vibe as I Feel You Linger in the Air, right?
Similar. But
it's more like
definitely
drama, more relationship,
way more drama, I would say a lower budget.
Well, it's a smaller set, probably smaller cast, more political infighting within families than
right.
Being a lawyer and scamming people for money, and I don't know. Laws of Attraction was a little bit all over the place, but it was a great show.
It was good.
But I think Jam Film, they're not really known for steamy scenes.
No,
they're kind of conservative themselves.
Laws of Attraction.
Yeah, and they barely gave us a kiss in that, which is okay. But
yeah, I would say with To Sir with Love, you would see the occasional peck.
I see.
Yeah, but both good shows. Both of them are great actors. I have a soft spot for Jam, And, I really wanted to see more from them because they literally only gave us two shows. So I was like, can you
Yeah,
give us like maybe two or three more and then that's it? So,
I guess they're
but
grown. They want to move on to something else, get back into their straight dramas, maybe.
I guess. Will we watch? Probably not. Anyway, what else is
Maybe
going
I don't
on?
know. Film is amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
so uh, did you see on Twitter yesterday? Like Twitter blew up. BL Twitter blew up yesterday because the last Twilight live on stage happened.
I didn't see it on Twitter, but people put stuff up on
I
Instagram
see. Yeah, you're a
and
very Instagram person.
you know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
there was so many tears. Oh my god, it looked really good. I mean, they recreated all those iconic moments, like you know them on the mountain trying to see the last Twilight right before
Mm,
he like lost his sight for good, and they were like
yeah.
crying. Like I don't know, it looked amazing. And then they had William sing like the OST live
Oh wow.
while they were doing it.
You know what? We need to go to one of these one day.
I know. I
Like, we need to plan a trip to Thailand or Taiwan, maybe do both since they're not that far from each other,
hmm
relatively speaking. And, plan a trip around going to one of these live
I know.
events.
Yeah.
Like, if we know well enough in advance, we can
It's
make
just
it
that
happen.
GMMTV they drop it in like they'll be like, all right, this is happening in like 2 months. Get ready. Tickets on sale next week. But it's like, all right, I need to book a flight. I need to book a hotel. I need to take off work. I don't know if I can do this. Like they just dropped for a Love Out Loud.
Oh, I know I can. Yeah, I know I can. Like, I can make it happen. Like, because I
Okay.
don't know if I told you, like, this is one thing
Oh, she
that
got money.
no, this is Kevin knows how to be bougie on a budget, and I've been
All
doing
right. Oh.
bougie on a budget for a good 12, 13 years. And people are like, "How are you able to travel so much? How are you able to go to all these countries and see all this stuff?" And when I tell them how much I spend on tickets and lodging, people are shook because they're like, "Wait, I." People are thinking I'm blowing like 10 grand, and I was like, never." First of all, like.
Share your secrets with the audience.
Yeah,
Let us
so
know what
that
sites
might
are
have to be a
using.
bonus episode we'll do on like how to be bougie on a budget. So when you're
I see.
traveling. And the cool thing is places like Thailand and actually a lot of countries in Asia for Americans getting there, the expensive part is the ticket, which you can find a
Yeah.
good deal, but once you get there, everything is really cheap. So even lodging, so you can make it happen. So but I think
Once you
ideally
pay
if you're
that
spending.
$2,000 flight
Well, I've
and your
never spent two
7
grand on a flight,
layovers.
and I've gone to South Korea like 4 or 5 times now, and I've gone to Taiwan twice. Never have I spent more than 1,500 on a ticket. Never. And many times, even when I went to, even though I don't think that's the case now with going to like China, I spent 900 round trip.
Mm.
So you can make it work. You just gotta play your cards right and know exactly when to buy your ticket.
All
And people make
right.
certain mistakes, but maybe we'll make this a bonus episode on what to do, so then people
Yes.
know. But
Mhm.
moving on,
Okay. Yeah, the last thing I just saw this morning, like right when I woke up, because I loved the show. I just finished the show. The Spy Realm,
oh, you told
that I was
me,
telling you about.
yes,
Yeah, that show. It was on IGE for like 15 minutes before they like took it down for I don't know censorship issues or something. But they just finally made an announcement that it's coming back, and it's also getting released on this other like Thai streaming platform called View.
View. Yes, I think I've
Yeah.
seen stuff on View before. I'm also kind of surprised censorship for considering the kind of stuff we see on iQIYI, Ken Porsche as an example.
I
uh,
know. Well, it was a Thai show that's just being like streamed to different countries. It's probably not being shown in mainland China.
well, of course not. And I also feel as if a lot of the stuff that's more, McNasty on iQIYI is also probably not shown in mainland China.
Yeah, it's just for yeah, they're just getting money for having it on
Right.
oversight, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm really surprised that they'll just take it
I mean,
down
this show was
entirely.
also there's nothing. It's so very romancy. There's like nothing.
Yeah. But you said it was really good.
It was really good. I really loved it. 78 episodes. I can't wait to rewatch it with proper subs.
Ooh, maybe that was why they took it down. Maybe they messed up the subs.
No, no, no,
But
no, no,
then
no, no, no.
again, IG messes up subs quite often. So,
Oh, they don't give a fuck about subs.
right. Well, that's good. I definitely want to. I think I should add that to my binge list to definitely watch in the next few weeks. But now we got a lot of shows that we have coming up. And I guess that brings us to the show of the week. So, Jonathan, what is your show this week?
Okay, my show is Jazz for Two.
And I almost put that as mine, but I'm glad you put it as yours.
I know. I this was very last minute because I just binge watched this whole show last night,
Jesus.
and I stayed up to like 4 a.m. to watch this show. It's 8 episodes.
Jesus.
They're all like 35, 40 minutes long, so I think it's a good chunk of a show.
Yes. And I told you that I'm going to wait.
You gotta wait until IT releases all episodes on the
Right.
lowest tier.
Or the standard fee. Because
I
I'm
see.
not going to give them an additional $3. Like, that's ridiculous. I have enough streaming services.
I
And
know. I think they do it for only like some shows too.
yeah, not all of them, just some. And I
Yeah.
noticed they seem to do this more for the Korean shows.
Yeah, they did it for what was that other show?
I think it
I
was,
forgot.
oh gosh. Oh, Love for Love's Sake. I think they did it for
Yeah,
them
Love for
too.
Love's Sake.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that show also like dropped everything within a week. This show dropped the whole thing in 3 days, which is crazy. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw the whole thing. Maybe I do know why, because
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
some opinions.
Yeah. And we can, you can save those because then that would spoil it for me.
I,
And one thing that, Aichi, if y'all listening, probably not, but maybe one day you will.
if
Uh,
y'all listening, I know y'all watching. I know y'all listening.
right. Listen, I think what you should do is instead of releasing all of them and only having your premium subscribers see them, because more than likely your premium subscribers are going to find a way to, share it with the rest of us. So
I
we
know
don't
a
have,
lot of people are impatient, especially BL fans. We are so impatient,
right.
and we don't have any self control.
Right. And I'm not going in considering that we're in a market where there are so many streaming services and I'm already with maybe 5 or 6 that I'm
There's so many
paying
different
for.
options.
Yeah, I'm not going to add to any of them, give them any more of my money. They have enough of my money. So, Aichi, you know what? If you're gonna release all of it, and I think I said this phrase before, if you're gonna show your ass, show your whole ass.
Oh my god!
You know, like
Don't just show the crack.
right, just don't show the crack, show the whole ass. Like, I'm not gonna pay more to see the whole ass if I know the whole ass is there. Like, you can just there you go. Like, come on. So they
All
need to
right,
stop
come
that.
on, come on, analogies, come on, metaphors, come
Right.
on.
so I but I saw the first 2 episodes of Jazz for
Did
Two.
you like the first 2 episodes?
I did, and I'm very
I think
intrigued for the
it's
next
slow
2.
to get into. I think like the
Yeah.
first episode, I was really like, I don't know, maybe I might drop this. I don't know. I wasn't like really like sucked in on the first
Hmm.
episode, but it takes a little bit. Once I got to like episode 3 or 4 is when I really was like, all right, I'll stay for the story. It's
Mm.
very. It reminded me of um The Eighth Sense.
Well, I mean, I think the Eighth Sense when it comes to
I
cinematography
mean, The Eighth
is
Sense was I feel was a better show and better
right,
story,
right, right.
but it still had like similar elements. Like that main character guy, Jae, he looks
Mm.
so similar to Jaewon
Oh, he
in
kind of
The Eighth
does.
Sense.
I see that.
Yeah, like I
I
saw a
see
lot of
that.
people talking about that online, and I was like, yeah, he does.
Yeah, I see it.
And they have like similar kind of backstories too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one thing I also kind of like as well is It kind of actually gave me a little bit of nostalgia because it reminds me of the first great Korean BL that I saw, Light on Me. Because
Mm,
it had a little bit of that kind of feeling to it, because they're in high school.
of
So,
course, the one you see like a high school outfit.
hmm yeah.
Well,
So
it also reminded me of, have you seen? No, you probably have that other. What's that other singing show? Korean show.
Sing My Crush.
Yeah, Sing My Crush. It was kind of
Yes.
like that. It was very musical like that.
Yeah, kind of has a little bit of that. So I'm really excited to see how the story progresses. You've already seen it all, so you're not gonna
I
say
mean,
nothing.
I won't spoil nothing, but do. I really like the side friend, the guy with the blue hair. I
Yes.
think it's Do
He's a
Duwon.
mess.
Yeah, I love him. Like I was watching it for him. Like towards the end, I was like watching it for him.
He is a mess. Like, you can already tell from the first two episodes who he has a crush on, but
Oh,
also I
this
think
whole show,
it's
the
so
memes online
clear.
are so funny
Yeah, we're not
because
gonna say
everyone.
who it is because I think people should watch the show.
Yeah, you should watch the
Um,
show, but let's
but
just
yeah,
say
you could tell who he has a
everyone.
crush on. I think it's hilarious that he calls yeah, what's his name? Jihi. Um
Jaehee, yeah.
Tae, yeah, Tae. There we go. Calls him husband, calls him his boyfriend, but not really
Oh,
boyfriend because he called because I was like because
yeah,
I
that was
speak
that came out of nowhere. I was like, all
yeah,
right,
and I speak a little bit of Korean. So the way he said it
of
was
course.
he said namjachin, which is like boy friend. Well, he said namja chingu. There we go. So he
Mm-hmm.
said boy friend or man friend, which usually in Korean you reserve that for someone who actually is your boyfriend. And the short version of that is namchin, and that's what most people say. But
Ah.
the way he said it, it kind of blurred the lines because literally it means a man that's my friend. But people just say chingu if the person's your
Mm-hmm.
friend. They just say friend. They don't put the gender signifier in front of it unless that person is romantically involved or they're dating that person.
I mean, you'll see the rest of the show. You'll
I
see.
know. I mean, I
You'll
already know who he's
see.
gonna end up with. Like, it's pretty clear. Um,
Mhm.
and I have seen some previews, so I know there's gonna be a lot of mess.
Oh, it's low key a little problematic in some parts,
Oh,
but
of course. I mean,
yeah,
I had a feeling it was gonna get to that
like
point
I
because
was like, oh, this is kind of regressing a little bit
yeah, because
in
Tae
a
has some
storytelling.
anger management issues.
There's a lot of anger management issues, a lot of homophobia.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, but that's
Okay.
just Korean men. I don't know.
Yeah, I
They're
don't know,
wild.
child. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more of it.
Hmm.
Now my
What is your
show.
show of the week?
Well, it's Two Worlds. It's interesting. This is a week of twos.
Oh yeah, look at us.
Look at us. So, Two Worlds is a new Thai series with a couple that I find annoying. Max Nat.
I mean, just their previous characters were very annoying.
Exactly. Like, they're not annoying in their, fan service or anything like that. Not like their counterpart, Xenu. Ugh.
Oh, we don't want to get attacked online from the Xenu fans.
They can attack me because I can take the hit.
No,
I don't care. Like, because I find Xenu to be extremely annoying.
they're just
Mainly
very over
because
the top.
mainly because
Very over the
it's Z. Z is the one who makes them annoying.
I feel like it's new. I don't know.
Well, New can be cute, but
Z
I just
will
I just can't.
ham it up with him.
Anyway, I like Two
Anyway, it
Worlds so
has
far.
Max Nat.
Yeah, it has Max Nat. It's a great show. You see them very differently because they're not being cute. They're
Mhm.
being
It's not
more
a it's not a Dumandi show, right? It's done from a different production house,
correct.
I
It
think.
is from a different production company. Forgot the name. It is more of a supernatural show. It is more adult. It does involve hood rats and gangsters
Stop.
and all of that. So it's a very different kind of show than what we've seen them in. Like, and
Hmm.
they, in fact, in fact, Nat seems older, which is
Mm.
interesting. Like, in previous
He's
shows,
finally acting his age because I think he's like 20.
yeah, I think he actually might be even older. I think he might be 22, maybe 23.
Let me look it up because I know they have a 10-year age gap that people were like,
Right.
oh,
Because I
oh,
think Max might be turning 30 or is 30.
hmm. Yeah, then, yeah, Max is 30 and Nat is 22. Yeah.
Okay. So I knew it was something like that. So he actually looks like he's in his early 20s. Because, in the other shows, the way he was acting, he was
They
supposed
make
to be in
him
his early
baby
20s.
boy. They put a beret on him. He's supposed
He was
to look
giving
2 years
17.
old.
Yeah, he was giving 17, and I wasn't here for it. So,
Hmm.
but in this show, he's older and he's more complicated. Like, he's not as simpleton.
Mm. He's not
uh,
playing like dumb little damsel in distress.
right. He's not giving that at all, and I love how, because the premise of the show is there is a supernatural element where Nat's character ends up going into another dimension, a different world, which is why it's called Two Worlds. And all
Mm.
the people that he knows and has interacted in the world that he's been in are very different in the other world.
Mm.
So
So it's
I
kind of
don't
like
want to
vice
spoil it too
versa.
much because it's really worth a watch to see them in a very different kind of element where they're more
Hmm.
serious. I mean, there's little jokes here and there, which, for Thai dramas, you're going to have a little joke here and there.
Of course, I love Thai comedy.
Right. But it's very, it's way more serious because I would say, because people would argue maybe stuff like Cutie Pie and Naughty Babe were serious, but I'm like, no, those shows were unserious,
Those shows were so unserious.
unserious in so many ways. But this one definitely has a level of seriousness that I enjoy. I highly think people should go ahead and tune in. It's on iQIYI, comes out every Thursday, I believe. So it's
Mm.
definitely one to go ahead and see. 3 episodes in, episode 4 comes out on Thursday.
I see. I gotta see it. I'm excited for it. Maybe I'll watch it today.
You should. Oh, speaking of shows that just came out today, Only Boo came out
Only
today. Y'all,
Boo.
we record our show on Sundays. So either in the morning or in the evening. And then, of course, y'all know we release the episode on Tuesday morning. So as we're recording this, Only Boo has already been out by 2 days by the time y'all listen to it.
So I hope everyone is watching it and
Yeah.
supporting these new guys.
Yes.
We
New
need fresh
guys.
talent.
Yep. GMM TV show on YouTube. Free to watch. Go ahead and watch it. It's great. Well, I don't know if it's great yet, but I hope it is because I haven't watched.
I hope it is too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch the first episode today.
Mhm.
So after this. But we do have a show review because a new show is out and an old show just ended.
So Anti Reset just ended, and I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I actually enjoyed it a lot, even though I think Ever9 kind of did a come and go.
Oh my
But
god! It was more of like a come and die. Like what happened? I was
well,
so confused.
a come and malfunction.
Yeah, I was like spoiler. This is gonna have spoilers for the
Yes,
show.
it will. Yes, it will. Because it is a show review. And, ooh, child. I was very entertained by this show. I don't think it's a bad show.
I don't think it's
I
a
think it's a
bad
really
show.
good show.
I think it's like you gotta just suspend disbelief and just kind of like live in this fantasy, weird, realistic world that they're. I don't know.
Yeah,
You just gotta believe that Ever9 is real and sentient and loves this guy,
and it's not a robot.
and is not a robot. Is a robot, but just in I don't know, just in parts, just in
Mechanics.
origin.
Yeah,
Love triumphs all.
yeah. And I'm also, what was funny about this show is You know, when he would introduce himself, I'm kind of like, are people not saying like, how did you get such a weird name?
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, is that is that a
Yeah,
nickname?"
yeah. Like people are, some of the people are acting as if it's a normal name, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure in Taiwan, there's not people running around with the name Ever9.
I mean, everyone was more gagged that he's like walking with this like serious teacher, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm his like brother. I'm his little brother," and everyone's like, "All right,
All
y'all
right.
two look real close."
You know what? I wanted to see more of the professor's assistant.
Oh, Miss Bitch, Miss
Yes,
Miss
who
Petty
was
Bitch.
definitely
She was so
trying
thirsty.
to get her panties wet with the professor and who was doing the utmost for no good reason,
I
even
can't.
though,
They always make a character like that.
yeah, they always do. And what was so funny was like, girl, this man didn't like you at all. Like, what kind of delusion are you living in?
That was me with the uncle. I was like, he's like, oh, like don't. This guy's just a robot. Like you need to go live your life and like find a wife and have kids. And I'm like, this man is gay. Your nephew's gay. You know he's gay. That's why you
Right.
got him this male robot.
And that's why I only agreed with half of what he said, because I agree. It's like, yeah, go find yourself a human.
Yeah, I was
I
like
agree with
does it
that.
matter? Like he's not procreating at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So
So it's
let
like,
him stay with this AI robot.
me, I was kind of like, can you like find a human? Okay. But then but I was like, yeah, him finding a wife and kids is not going to happen, because kids maybe, wife no.
Kids maybe. Yeah,
The
like I
man
don't
is
know.
gay.
If he wanted that, he would have had it already, I think.
Right. Right. It's like the man is gay. He's not going to marry a woman. It's not going to happen, especially when he literally had his assistant, who is a woman, throwing her titties in his face at any moment she could get.
Editing photos of them together.
Yeah. Like he had an opportunity, like, dude is gay. So
Yeah.
leave it alone.
What's
But
crazy was they made it seem like there was some like tragic backstory of why he's like alone, always alone, and all this, but like there really wasn't anything. Like he had a dog that died, I
I think
guess,
that was the
but
tragedy.
like that was it. But it made it seem like he had like an ex-boyfriend that died and broke his heart, and that's why he's like
No,
all
the dog
alone.
died and broke his
But it's
heart.
just yeah, he's never been in love before. He's never
He's
been
never
in a
been in love with
relationship.
anything that's a human.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Yeah. I think it does bring a lot of conversation around mental health,
Mm,
because, you know, it, having that emotional disconnect from humans is very interesting. And I think it would have been interesting if they explored that a little bit more.
I
But
mean, we saw like he doesn't seem to have any family. It's just him and his uncle.
yeah, so I kind of want to know, like, what happened to his parents, and does he have any siblings? You
Yeah.
know, I think, well, I think maybe the uncle did say something about his parents either dying or something like that, but it was very brief, so we never really got a lot of backstory,
hmm
which is why I think I almost forgot it. So I really wish they developed that a little bit more, because then that would have helped at least me understand his
Yeah,
attachment
I need to.
to an
Yeah, I need
AI
to
robot.
know. Yeah, why he like can't relate to anyone and really loves this robot, loves Ever9.
Yeah,
But we gotta
'cause-
stop calling him a robot. He's real. He's a person.
boy, stop.
He is. I
Boy,
mean,
stop.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. They can
I
live happily ever after.
and what I'm glad, because you know what, he's happy, I'm happy, and I think the uncle realized
Yeah.
that.
The uncle's like, oh well, I can't change him. He waited 7 years and he still hung up over this guy, over this
Right.
robot. So let's just let him have it.
Yeah, and he didn't make any other versions of that robot. Like, he just,
Yeah, that's
Ever9
good.
is
That
one of a
yeah,
kind.
he discontinued the series to
Yeah,
just
and went on to another series, which is great, and I think that was the best thing he could have done, because now he's given his nephew everlasting happiness. I think my
everlasting.
I
The
think my
suffering.
everlast Ever9.
All right. I was gonna say something else. But all right.
Well, see, I know what you were going to say, and we talked about this 2 episodes back,
Oh my.
where we have questions that need
I
answers.
mean, how
And
does like yeah? Because we saw him eating food, we saw him drinking. How
right,
does all that work?
can he taste the food? So food got to go somewhere because he's not digesting it
Right.
because
I
he's a
don't
robot.
know.
So does he shit like everybody else?
I
Like,
feel like he probably does, or he probably has like a compartment or something.
yeah,
I
like
don't
I just
know.
have a lot of questions that they didn't answer, and I think I would like to know. But other things I want to know, but I'm also okay not knowing because
Yeah,
I
you just
still
gotta.
want to know. Does
You just,
he have like seminal fluid?
oh my god. I think
Like,
it's all just gotta suspend disbelief. You just gotta.
yeah,
Everything is 100% realistic. He's just a robot. He just also has that like port in the back of his neck, but everything else is 1 to 1 moving.
anatomically correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just got a lot of questions that you know what they need to do is because I was thinking about this last night. Should they do a season 2?
No,
No.
I
I
don't need to
think
see any more of
what
that.
I
I
would
don't.
take though, not a season 2, but I would take a movie. If they did a
I
movie
think
follow up, I would do that.
I think they're all having a special episode together, or each
Oh,
each show
okay.
is
I
gonna have a
can do
special
that.
episode because it's part of that series from this Taiwanese company that made Stay by My Side and
Hmm. Oh, that's
uh
right. It's that Stay by My Side, VIP only.
yeah, they're all
Yeah.
having a special episode.
Oh, that's right. So I wonder. So they're all gonna kind of
I think they're all gonna
collide.
kind of connect the shows, or but also like just give like a little glimpse into everyone's future. I think.
Okay. You know what? I'm here for it. I'll watch it. What I feel as if there was another show that was a part of this as well because
I
it
think
was.
I think it was just those three. I know. I also feel like maybe there was a fourth,
I
but
feel as if there's a fourth one because I. Oh yeah, there was. It's the one with the very serious office like CEO guy.
oh yes, you're right.
Gosh, why can I not remember the name of that show?
It's called Your Mine.
You're Mine, yes. So
I
it's.
that was probably the best out of this four.
Oh, I agree. I agree. And I think those yeah, they're all in the same realm. So I'm really excited to see how they come together. And speaking of Taiwanese stuff, before we move into the game I have for you, did you remember that oh, I did share that picture with you that was on Instagram with Wayne and Chris from The Unknown.
Oh yes, you did.
Yes. I love how in Taiwan a lot of the BL actors seem to actually be friends, in some way. Like we don't care
They're
what their
all yeah. I
sexuality
feel
is in
like
real life, but we
yeah,
just love to see that they're all like cool with each other.
yeah. It seems like they all really like were best friends, or at least were friends before filming all these shows separately. And I feel
Yeah.
like all these shows are also like part of different companies. So it's
Yeah.
cool that they all kind of there's like no monopoly. They all
Right.
just kind of are fine with like sharing each other's ships and like cameoing in other shows. I think that's so
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, I really love to see that. You don't see that as much in Thailand. It's kind of like if you see people
Yeah,
make
there's a lot of
cameos,
contracts. There's money involved. There's an ad
right,
involved.
right, and it's like if you see, yeah, anytime you see someone from another show, it's because it's a show from the same company, you know,
Or it's just they're just friends. So it's like, hey, want to
right,
make a little haha?
right, yeah. So it's very. I just love to see, that kind of camaraderie in Taiwan,
Mhm.
which again, if we hear of a fan meet in any of these countries that is happening in the
I
next 2 to 3
know,
months, we
like
need to know.
the one that happened recently after Kiseki. Like, I would have loved to be in that. It had literally had like five Taiwanese BL couples there, like
Yeah,
all
I would have
different
been
companies,
there.
just all there together.
Yeah, and we would have been the only like extra melanated people there.
I can't. The only Americans there, like,
The only
woo!
Americans, the only extra melanated people there. Like, because, we would stand out. And then, they would come directly to us.
They'll spot us out the crowd. They're like, oh,
Exactly. So we would just they'll be like, oh, what brings you here? It's like, you.
you. Oh my god.
You.
I mean, you're really liking what's his name? His name Charles. His name's Charles.
Who, Chris? Or are you talking about my baby Kai?
No, the guy you were just saying that's in the photo with Wayne. I think his name's
Oh,
Chris.
Chris. Yeah.
And no, his name's Charles.
His name is Charles?
It says Charles, or at least his name's
No, Charles
Charles.
is the one who had the birthday, but Chris Chu
Oh,
is the one who plays what's his name in The Unknown.
oh, that's your man.
Yes.
All right, word.
I mean, I like Wayne too.
Oh yeah, I love Wayne.
Yeah. Is it just me? I was gonna mention this too. We're going off on a tangent, but do you think Wayne looks different?
Does he look different
Yeah, like
recently?
based on like what he looked like in Make Our Days Count to his most recent
To
post on
Kiseki?
Instagram.
No, I think he looks the same.
Yeah, maybe it's just that lighting in that picture. Because I was like, he looked a little different. Because at first I was like, is that Wayne? It could be the lighting for that photo. It's just the angle is a little different and more. Because he has a very pronounced jawline. And I love it. Like,
he looks so different from the past. Maybe I'm sending you some old photos. He's very cute.
Yeah. So anyway, let's go to the game I have. And the game we're going to play is Binge or Singe. So, Jonathan, the game I got for you today, Binge or Singe, I'll give you the name of a show that has completed its run either this year or earlier, and you will tell me if you'll binge it or singe it, and singe as in burn it so no one else can suffer through it.
Oh God.
Okay. So I'm just going to say them, okay? And you need to answer as quickly as possible. And maybe we might talk about it a little bit.
Talk about my reasoning.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So, and I'm also tallying like what shows you binge or singe. Okay.
Got it. Hopefully I've seen all these shows.
We'll find out. So,
okay.
You ready? Get your shimmy on. Get ready. All right. History 4, close to you.
Honestly, you can singe this.
Future the series.
Oh, you can cremate this. Please.
Yeah, cremate it. Never to be seen again. One of the worst show ever.
Oh, that was waste of time.
Waste of time. Stay With Me.
Binge.
Yes.
I love Stay With Me.
Me too. That's a great show. Where Your Eyes Linger.
Where Your Eyes Linger.
This is a Korean show. One of the
It's
early
so
Korean
short.
duos.
Of course, you could binge it. It's so short.
Secret Crush on You.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of people hated the show. I like the show Binge.
I did too. I could see why
you have
people
to get through the
didn't
first
like
episode.
It,
The
but
first
I
episode, I
liked
was
it.
cringing, but
I mean,
I really liked.
It had a lot of cringe moments.
I just like Sane's acting.
Me too.
Like he was acting down.
Yes, he was. I did like that show. Some people didn't, but I did too. Tarn Type.
It's a problematic classic, so Binge.
Okay. Absolute Zero.
I've only seen the first episode.
Oh, you need to go back and watch it.
Honestly,
especially since if you want what time the series was trying to give, Absolute Zero is what you should do, because that's a much better show.
You know what? I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna say Singe. And maybe I'm a little tired of Wabi Sabi's like super dramatically drawn out shows.
Yeah, I think that show is worth watching. It was a lot better than I thought. I would say that.
I can't trust Wabi
Kiseki
Sabi
dear to
after
me.
Between Us. Kiseki, I love. Binge.
Yes. I Will
Uh,
Knock You.
I Will Knock You. Oh, Singe. That show, I have yet to finish it. I can't. I'm struggling through it.
Oh gosh. Moonlight Chicken.
You can binge it. Sure, you can binge it.
Yeah, you know I love that show. That was
I
one of
love me
my
some
faves
Earth
from last
Myths.
year. Yeah, one of my faves
I.
from last year.
It could have been better. It could have been a lot.
Not, it wasn't my top choice from last year, but it was definitely towards the top.
Mm-hmm.
Only Friends.
Binge.
Yes. Ooh.
Ooh.
That is probably of 2023 the best Thai BL of 2023, hands down. Because I just can't think of what other show would compare.
I
For
feel you linger in the
2023.
air. I feel you linger in the air.
I mean, that was a great show too, but Only Friends hit, okay?
I mean, Only Friends hit in that, like, it had everything. It had drama,
It had
it had
everything we
spice,
needed
it
and
had
more. And
emotional
mess.
moments. Yeah.
My Beautiful Man.
Singe.
I can't with you.
I'm
You
sorry.
need to watch season 2.
No,
okay?
I do not condone
Yes, you do.
weird abuse, weird,
You
like...
need to watch season 2. And then I think you would have a different opinion.
He idolized this bully. I do not give up. I don't know.
Well, like I said, if you watch season 2, I think your opinion would change.
Maybe.
Anyway.
If I just forget their whole backstory, maybe.
You won't, but it's important for season 2, but there's growth, and I love growth. I love seeing growth. Growth with the person that was the bully, not so much the person who is being bullied and is obsessed. Anyway, Le Pleu.
Oh, La Pluie?
Yeah, Le Pleu.
I'm gonna say Binge.
Okay.
I really liked the whole fantasy element, but it kind of fell flat at the end, but I liked it.
It did fall flat at the end, but it was overall, it was not a bad show.
Yeah, I was excited for it every week.
Yes, me too. Pit Babe.
Binge.
But I still have
Just
not
to
seen
see-
it yet.
You need to see it. Pavel is acting down.
And
Pavel
isn't he
is winning an
allegedly,
Oscar.
Book Force's son.
I was like, they're all the same age. What? I'm like, didn't he start acting before them? Like, he is their father.
I think so.
I'm like, he's their father. Like, what?
Right, but he accepted it. He's like, cool. But you know what? Low key, I could see it. If
Yeah, I can see
Book
it.
were to have a kid, he does look like their offspring if they were to have a kid. So,
That's cute.
check out
Singe.
Yes.
Destroy. Burn.
Especially since now, what's his name is a flight attendant.
Yes, Chahab. Come on. See
Yeah.
him on. What was the airline?
Qatar Airways.
Yes. See if you
so
see
we'll
a hot
probably try to
flight
book,
attendant.
Yeah, we'll try to go ahead and book a flight on that to somewhere.
Oh, God.
And hopefully he's on that flight.
To Thailand, yeah. I think
Does Qatar Airways go to Thailand?
if there's a layover in Saudi Arabia, I think.
Probably. And I wouldn't mind a layover somewhere in the Middle East. Like a long layover. Like if it's in Dubai, spend like a good, 12 hours. Get a little bit of dry heat.
Before you get into wet heat?
Before I get to wet heat, right. Dead Friend Forever.
Ooh, binge.
100% binge. Ooh. Whew. That is probably the best show of this year so far. There's still a lot of other shows coming out, but definitely my favorite for this year so far.
Contender. It's a big contender.
It's a big contender. VIP only.
Singe.
Oh,
I saw 3 episodes. This main character, man, he's so boring. I don't know.
He
so
is
boring.
dry.
This writer.
Right, he is dry. But you know what?
Like, this restaurant owner is carrying the show.
And he is fine. Ooh, that was the main reason why I kept watching, because he is so fine.
For his, like, buzz cut and his facial hair?
Oh, gosh. Like, that was the main reason why I was like, I can go through this, because if I just see
he's
him,
making
I'll be
you
good.
a meal.
He's making me a meal, and I want to eat him. Anyway.
He's folding origami.
Yes, folding origami, making noodles.
I can't.
To Sir with Love.
I have yet to see it. I'm going to binges. I'm going to binge.
Okay, so we're gonna leave it on that. My Dating Sim.
I mean, the way the internet has really grabbed onto My Dating Sim, and as if it's a level amazing. I don't know. That is my hot take. It's okay. I don't know. Singe.
Oh,
I could have gone without that show.
That is a controversial take. I like the show.
I think they had good chemistry, but like the
Yes.
show, the plot, the writing wasn't that groundbreaking.
It wasn't. I like the show. I thought it was a good story. But it wasn't.
It's so short, and it wasn't anything special, I think.
Yeah, I would say that. Like, a lot of people did hype it up more than it needed to be, but I enjoyed it. I think, see, a show like this, it's not bad. It's just that when you have people hyping it up too much,
people saying that is like in the top 3 KBLs ever made. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's
maybe
not
top
semantic
20?
error level.
Yeah, thank you. Like, maybe top 20, because semantic error is definitely top 3.
It's definitely that girl. Yeah.
Like, Light
She's
on Me
number
is
one.
Definitely top 3. You know,
Light on Me is that girl.
Right, but this show maybe
And-
top 20.
And Love.
Love for Love's Sake.
Yeah, Love for
top
Love's Sake
5.
is that girl.
Right. You know, like, those are shows that you're like, this is giving. This is giving
Yes.
something. My Dating Sim is...
My Dating Sim is, all right,
It's like an appetizer.
You ghosted him when you were in high school because you confessed, and then he works for a company. I don't know. It wasn't anything special. I don't know.
And did it come out around the same time as Tokyo and April is? Because that's similar as well too, except the ghosting was not an intentional ghost. It's like,
except Tokyo and April, it had a really like, wow, backstory.
Right.
That really like shocked me. Like, the story felt deeper there. Like there was a reason.
Deeper.
There was a real reason for all this to happen, rather than just, I don't know.
I confessed and I was scared for the repercussions.
Yeah,
so I just ran away.
Yes, you just ghosted your bestie.
Yeah,
for like 10 years. I don't know. It's crazy.
A mess. Okay, The Day I Loved You.
The way I don't know what this is.
It's a Filipino BL. It's on YouTube. I would say go watch it and then tell me what you think.
Okay, maybe I'll binge it.
Yeah, so I'm just putting that you didn't see that.
What is it? It's a Filipino BL?
Yes, it is, and it's on YouTube. Just look it up.
Oh, I think I've seen clips of this before, but yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah, full episodes are up. It's it goes by pretty quickly. But I want your thoughts. Yes. Anyway, I Cannot Reach You.
I Cannot Reach You.
This is one of the Japanese BLs that's on Netflix.
Oh, I loved that one, Binge. I love that one. It's so cute.
Yes.
Oh my god.
DNA Says I Love You.
Singe.
Really?
I haven't seen it.
That was really good.
I haven't seen it. So I'm just being evil.
Yeah, don't say that one is good. And this is gonna be a spoiler. No, actually, I'm not gonna spoil it.
No, maybe I'll watch it. You
need to watch it.
Is it good?
For a Taiwanese BL, and this is why I think you and I love Taiwanese BLs. Out of all the other countries that are juggernauts in BLs, Taiwan is the one that tends to be not afraid of having progressive plots. And this one, out of any BL, probably has the most progressive plot and focuses on a letter of the LGBTQ alphabet that not a lot of people talk about. So I think it is 100% worth watching. And I can't spoil, and I don't want to tell you what letter because it would spoil the whole plot.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm excited. I'll watch it.
So you have to watch it. I would say it's a binge.
It's a binge.
Yeah. So I'm saying, yeah. Mood Indigo.
Mood Indigo. I have yet to see it. So I need to see it, right? Binge.
You do. Maybe you can watch this with your partner.
Not my partner.
And maybe you could watch this Um, with no, I was gonna suggest something nasty,
Oh my
but it's a
god.
really, it's a listen. Mood Indigo
It
is
will get you in the mood.
it is freak nasty in ways that Playboy could never.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
like it is really good, and it is the prequel to The Pornographer.
I see. Yeah, Mood
So you
Indigo
could,
is the novelist, right? Yeah.
yes, also known as the novelist. So this is the prequel, and I think a lot of people say Mood Indigo is better than the novelist slash the pornographer, and
Mm.
I might have to agree. But both of them are good. But Mood Indigo, whoo, honey, Jesus, the what it was giving, and I don't even think the guys are that cute, but just the way it is directed and the cinematography is, let's just say, parts of your body that you didn't know could get wet would get wet.
Oh my god.
Let's just say
Oh
that.
my god.
It is
Oh
that
my
good. Okay. So it is really good. Cherry Magic.
Binge. That show's
Yes.
iconic.
Yes.
Iconic.
Japanese or Thai. I didn't specify, so either one.
I haven't finished the Thai version, but it's good. But I've seen the Japanese version too many times, so
I agree. That Cherry Magic, despite that, there's not a lot of, not a lot of that.
it's really like one of the best.
It
One of the
is.
best.
Yes, definitely top 5.
Like you don't even need anything else.
Right. Naked Dining.
I'm gonna say Singe.
Really?
Because you know why? Because I cannot watch that like FedEx twink kid from Cherry Magic be in that. Like I was trying to watch the first episode and then I was like, wait, is that dude with that fried ass hair from Cherry Magic? And it is.
It is, but it's also pretty good watching. It's a good show.
I don't know. I don't know if I can watch him in another show. I don't know.
You should. I think you should, because I mean he's a part of the main ship. But listen, first of all, this is one of the few shows that there's nudity that is non-sexual, and
for those that want that.
And that main character has a nice booty. So I like seeing it. Because the dude eats naked. That's the whole premise is that he feels as if food tastes better when he's naked. So he'd rather eat at home.
Word. Come on, Primal.
And eat at home naked. So, but I think it's a great show. And one thing I appreciate about it is each episode is focused on a cuisine from another country, with a Japanese understanding of that food.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
see,
so
I would if just I don't know if it was a different cast. I don't know.
You need to watch it anyway. You need to just put that actor as someone different, and you'll be fine.
That's me with Be My Favorite. If I just change Chris in my mind, and
yeah, that's what I did. I put when I watched Be My Favorite. I put. I just pretended he was not Chris.
You pretended it was
somebody else. I was like, oh, this is someone that just looks like Chris, but it's not.
You pretended it was Pod.
And I enjoyed the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just hope that sometimes you just got to do that. You just got to tell yourself it's somebody else.
Okay. For 12 episodes.
Ken Porsche.
Oh, Binge. I've been meaning to binge it again. I need to.
Triage.
The story's great. So I'll say Binge, but I do not like that main guy.
I don't think a lot of people are like, ooh, this main guy is hot. Like, I don't think anybody said that.
I don't know. I don't like him.
But it's a great story, and it will keep you on edge. That's why I really like that show. It was one of my favorites from that year, too. Was that 2022, I think? Maybe early 2023?
Yeah, I feel like late 2022.
Yeah. It was one of my favorites. I didn't think the actors were that attractive, but their acting was great.
I thought the other guy was. I love the other
He
guy.
but I thought the acting was great. And
yeah, the acting and the story was really cool.
And the story was really
interesting.
Yes. My School President.
Binge.
100%.
That's a
One of
classic. A
it,
classic.
it, it,
It's a new
that is
classic.
what set Gemini 4th on my radar. It was their first show. And
Mm-hmm.
GMMTV did the thing with casting them. Like, great chemistry,
Yes.
good story, and a good different take on a high school BL. Because
Yes.
I don't know if I told you, but I was actually thinking of not watching it
Same. I was like, I really do not want to see kids.
again. Yeah, because I had seen so many of them, and I was like, oh, here we go again. And I was willing to not watch it until a certain somebody that you live with said, oh, you should watch it. And I said, okay. And then I did. And I was like very happy and
It's so
glad
good.
that it's so good.
The music is so fun. The cast is so good.
Yes. Last but not least, Dinosaur Love.
Girl, you already know what I'm gonna say to this. This is a big singe because I don't know. Just the logo of the show itself just makes me know that I don't want to see it.
And I saw it and I couldn't agree more. That needs to be thrown away into the incinerator to never be seen again. Definitely among one of the worst shows of 2023.
I mean, it's so featuring Payu's twin older brother. I don't know. That doesn't look like him at all.
And then also, what's his name is in it, who I actually really like, who was also in Triage as part of one of the side couples. And this was actually his show, his first time producing a BL. And I was like, oh, this was awful.
Wait, there's a side couple in Triage? Hold up.
Yeah, remember, it's the side couple that we didn't really see do a lot. Hold on, let me go ahead and...
Hold on. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yes.
The guy that's name? Like... His name is Tanam.
Yes. And he...
I feel like he's like a part of GMT, but then not, because he like goes in and out of series.
I think he's a freelance.
He's a freelance. He's behind like every studio. He's like a friend in every single show.
Yeah. And this was his first time directing and producing a BL. And maybe he needs to stay away from doing it for a while.
Ooh.
Like, it was so bad. And I was actually really upset for him. I was like, this is embarrassing.
Ooh. I mean...
Like, I have never, in 2023, in Thailand, I don't think any BL uses that many sound effects every 3 seconds.
Stop. No, Lovely Writer is right there next to it, probably.
Yeah, but that
Lovely
was a good
Writer
show.
was like making fun of like every 2 seconds, like there's a sound effect.
Right. And
or no, what's that one Frank Longley show that's dubbed over?
Oh, My Engineer?
No, Frank and Longley, it's called like Q Handsome Rich.
Crazy Handsome Rich. I didn't see that show, but I heard a lot of things were not good about it.
Yeah, it's like dubbed over and also has like a bunch of like silly sound effects.
Yeah, but Dinosaur Love, every single second there was a sound effect, and I was like, this is so annoying. And bad dialogue, stupid plot. The best thing about that show, I would say,
was that it ended.
Well, other than that, is they actually had some interesting like sex scenes.
All
right. But that was it. I mean, I will say this: the sex scenes were a little better than what you would see in Playboy.
I'm good. I don't need to see it.
You don't need to see it. I already saw it for you. It's not worth watching. It was a waste of my time.
I'm looking at the support in cast. Wait, it has like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
It has like Sammy in it.
I know, and it has some great people in it. But it was a bad show.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think because a lot of them are friends with Tonam, they were like, okay, this is your first show. We're going to help you out because we're your friends, we're going to let you do this. And then they weren't being good friends.
Girl, they should have read that script.
They should have read the script. They should have been like, Tonam, this ain't it.
I can't.
Like, they should have been like, no. And it was so tropey. And yeah, they should have done like, this ain't it, boo. Do something else. Like, throw this away.
Oh. I
And
mean,
speaking of,
everyone has to have a first director debut, so it's fine.
yeah,
He tried his best.
he don't need to try no more. And with
Oh
that
my-
said, it's time for us to go. You know what? It was great. We had a good day, and that's all for this episode of Rye Can Top My Knee. Be safe. Have your knee topped, not singed.
Oh my God! Hope the ride in your life tops your knee.
Bye bye.